Pulled another one from the hat. And let's see. Shit. Alright. So, everyone has criminals in the family. If you got more than parents that don't do shit. You know, if you got cousins or something, there's probably someone in that bloodline that's doing something shady. For me, it was multiple, but the one I know and I learned from is my cousin. Right? Flat out. He's lived with my family off and on since he was a kid. He was older than me, so by like 7 years. And one of my first memories is him stealing from me. I had this little plastic fishbowl. It was in the closet. I remember seeing a $2 bill in there. There was other coins and bills, but a $2 bill. I've never seen that. I didn't know they made them. I was excited, and it was mine. You know what I mean? So the next time I check the closet, it's gone. That whole fishbowl is gone. I knew my parents didn't take it. I knew my uncle didn't take it. So I knew exactly who took it. You know what I mean? And I know that he was having a rough time and everything too. But I'm also going to tell you flat out, crime is something that is learned. Right? Period. It's something that's learned. It happens around you or to you. If it happens to you, you realize that can be done. And that just is what it is. And it doesn't change over time for a lot of people. Some people wean themselves off of what they were doing, most don't. And the reason I say this is because I was like 20 years old, right? 20, 21, something. He's got a young daughter that I love to death, you know, and I'm staying with my points to keep an eye on her and blah, 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 right? He comes back, moves in with my folks. We're all living together at that time period. And goes back to the city. I'm going to keep people's names out of this completely, but we go to someone's house, right? The reason we have to go to someone's house, me and him, alone. No, I wasn't alone. That's right. He had us take the daughter in the car, even though she didn't have to go with us. There was people here to, well, there's people to watch her, right? So, you know, back at the house. And he's like, no, she has to come with us. So we go to this part, to the old neighborhood where my grandparents stayed, like a block away from that. We go and we pick up 4 rims. Because if we don't pick up and return those 4 rims, he's going to go to jail. Because he talked some people into going into his work and stealing them. And a day later, we had to return them. I did not know about this. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not like he changed his stripes, and it's not like I learned to steal from nowhere. You know, I stole before. I said so. And, you know, it really gives you a different perspective. Now, being stole from, especially early on, at least for me, gave me the perspective of this. Everything's a rental. Everything. Absolutely everything's a rental. The money in your pocket, you're renting. You're not going to hold on to that forever. Everything's a rental. So, me getting stole from, I don't care. Why should I? I don't expect for this to be forever. I expect it to either break or someone to take it. Period, bar none, that's what I expect. It doesn't happen all the time, but that's kind of what it leaves you with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he's a bad person for doing it. I know he was dealing with a lot and shit like that. Oh, another thing, right? We're staying at my grandfather's house. I'm staying with him. Grandfather's dead. They're living there, raising the kid, blah, 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 right? Cool. Here's the thing, though. Across the street was a big open field that had some abandoned train cars. And then far away, some buildings with some dumpsters. Now, I didn't really mess with that, right? I didn't go back there. There's no reason to, blah, 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 blah. You know, not going to do it. But he's like, hey, come on. All right. What are we going to do? We're going to get some money. how the fuck are we going to do that? We're going to go get cans to return. Okay. So, we go. And there's a bag of cans laying on the ground. Actually, 2 of them. He's like, pick them up and run. So we run. We trip. We're driving this homeless dude from him. We're being chased. I fall over. I get back up. He doesn't catch me. We get to the spot. And all of that, which would have only been maybe a few dollars, okay? Not a fucking lot of money. We could not return anywhere. It did not have the Michigan deposit, which Michigan deposit is 10 cents per can or bottle. So, did not have those on it. We could not make any money off it. So we did all that, all that shit for absolutely nothing. He did not weigh the risks. And he never weighed the risks. When he stole from me, when he stole from my family, when he lied to people, when he used my name, he never thought about the fucking risks. So, yeah, he may have taught me some things from his actions, but at the same time, I'm going to let you know, I learned a lot more of what not to do from that motherfucker than I ever learned what to do. And if he's got a problem, you know what I mean. I'm just not in the playful mood anymore with that kind of shit. So, you don't get to choose your family, but you also get to choose how much you learn from them and how much you try to emulate them. And I'm at the point now where the only one I'm trying to emulate is myself. Maybe little parts of people that I know, love, and respect. But, you know, he showed me what not to do, how not to be, how not to treat women, how not to treat your own children, how not to treat your family. And I'm going to go on the record and say this too. That, yeah, I know he had a really hard upbringing because his dad didn't even want him. His dad tried to leave him with my family on multiple occasions. One time tried to speed off and the car wouldn't start. So, yeah. And I know it's a tough spot to be in, but I can't change my thoughts on him with how he acted. You know what I'm saying? Even if the fact is nobody wants your ass, nobody likes your ass, and nobody wants to be around you, I'm not going to change my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because what is, and what was. And you can't change how you were or how you act. So I'm not going to change how I feel. Right?